Hello and welcome to week 4 of your college skills course. All right, let's jump right into it. We're going to talk about your week 4 assignments. So you have two larger assignments this week that I want to point out to you, and you'll hear me kind of emphasize those as I go through your week 4 assignments. So first, your BudgetCon activities. So this is a two-part connected assignment. This is very lengthy assignment, very detailed assignment. So you have the pre-BudgetCon activities that are connected to your BudgetCon digital version. If you were taking the in-person course, then you would go to the physical BudgetCon, but because you are online, there's a digital version, and that takes some work on your end because you're not actually going to the event. So you'll see how that works. Then also you have the SMART Goals PowerPoint. This will be used to actually help you complete the Achieving My Dreams project. And so let's roll right into that. The Achieving My Dreams project, that's another lengthy project this week that you'll want to get started on right away. You'll also have Journal 3, Where Are You Going? And I want to touch base and talk about getting serious about your Success Team project. I'm hopeful that you have been already working with your team, uh, you know, brainstorming, working, completing the project, getting this underway. And then lastly, I'll touch base on your pro tip and reminders section. All right. So as we get into this, I want to give you some important reminders and information. So firstly, if I can't open an assignment, I can't grade it. Be sure you are saving your files as Word or PDF or even PowerPoint documents. If you are saving it in Pages or some other format, then I won't have access to it, can't grade it. All right. So again, make sure that you are submitting your files by clicking the Upload Files link, not the Create Submission link. You want to select Upload Files. Okay, just to be clear. It does not do it in MLA format if you're doing it through this Create Submission link. So you want to make sure that you are uploading it through the Upload Files and creating this assignment, completing this assignment, saving it, and uploading it, just to be clear. All right. If your assignment necessitates multiple files, which many of our assignments do, you will not submit submit one file, click submit, upload one file, click submit. You will upload all of your files. You can see here it says upload files, not file. So you are able to upload and need to upload all your files at one time and then hit submit. And many of you have been doing that. I'm just making sure we continue that. And if you haven't, that you would be able to do that. All right, moving forward. So let's get into the right frame of mind. Remember, you signed up for a 5-week course that has the work of 14 weeks. Of course, you know that means that the work of that 14 weeks is condensed into the 5 weeks. With that being said, we want to have a point of celebration. You have less than 2 weeks to go. And so you want to complete this less than 2 weeks very strong, very goal oriented and driven to get this done. And although we know there's much to complete in a short amount of time, with dedication and commitment, you'll be able to handle these challenges. If you changed your number, remember it doesn't transfer over to the new number. So you want to go ahead and re-sign up for a remind if you've changed your number or lost connectivity in some way. You will text at COL 103 0042, the phone number 81010, so you can get back connected. All right. If you need support, be sure to connect with the tutoring center. Schedule an online or in-person session with that professional tutor. Start that now. Start it now. Don't wait till the end of the week. They're not going to be able to fit you in, and you won't get the support you need. Go ahead, schedule that appointment. You can do that by calling 864-646-1367 or emailing the tutoring center at tctc.edu. And even at the end of the week, that's putting pressure on you too. So you want to start this from the beginning of the week, pace it out, and get it done. Remember, you have less than 2 weeks left. There's no reason to put things off and jeopardize your success in the course. All right. As usual, you will access your week 4 work through the weekly content folder. All right. So again, here are all the things you need to take care of this week. The BudgetCon activities, the Smart Goals PowerPoint, the Achieving My Dreams project, which you'll use some information from Smart Goals and some other things too that I'll talk to you about. Journal 3, and getting serious about your team project. All right. So BudgetCon. So what firstly is BudgetCon? BudgetCon is a simulation of financial adulting. Okay. BudgetCon is a simulation of financial adulting. This is practice to give you a broad idea of what budgeting would be like after college. If you have experience with this, outstanding. It helps you with this process. All right. So firstly, you will do the pre-BudgetCon activities. And again, this is a detailed project. So you will need the information from your career exploration project that you completed during week 2 for this. Okay, so again, for the BudgetCon, the pre-BudgetCon activities, to complete those, you will need the career exploration project you completed during week 2. And you can see I have that folder right here. It's a screenshot of it, and it shows where you completed that career exploration project. And so you'll pull that back up so that you can use that information to support your completion of this pre-BudgetCon worksheets and activities. All right. So again, based on the work you did for the college and career exploration project, you will answer the 7 reflection questions to summarize the career you have chosen, and you'll be detailed in your answers. All right. So the first section will deal with after you've completed that section. Of course, you will do this here. Answer 7 reflection questions, be in detail. Then you will move forward to paycheck deductions. For this part of the activity, you'll calculate the deductions that come out of your paycheck. These include federal and state taxes, FICA, Social Security, Medicare, the health and vision, dental insurance, 401k, retirement contributions. And you'll do that by going to smartasset.com, taxes/paycheck-calculator. You'll see the link there to click on in this activity that you'll be completing, but that's what it is. That's where you'll go to do this. Again, there you have the website that you need to go to. All right, and so once you get there, you can see what you need to do. Step 1, setting up your pay and tax information. You'll follow the directions there. I have, if you want to come back to the video and pause it, you're able to do that. You also see this in your BudgetCon pre-activities as well. Okay. All right. Next, the step 2, pre-tax deductions insurance. You can see how to do that. Step 3, the pre-tax deductions 401k retirement. All right. So the paycheck deduction FYI. In the real world, there are many more insurance options that, the ones that we're having you to look at, but there's so many to look at. We didn't want to put all those on there. You can opt for short-term and long-term disability insurance, life insurance for your spouse or children, and sometimes even specialized insurance plans. All right. So again, there are also many more options for saving and investing for your retirement. Okay. Step breakdown. Once you've entered all your pre-tax deductions, then you will see a breakdown, what's being taken out of your gross pay. States even have individual taxes, so you can plan to be, if you plan to be in a different state, another state, the be looking a little different than someone who is staying in South Carolina, but you're just gauging it off of, what you have currently in this state. But again, if you're somewhere else, it'll look different. All right. Information, again, may look different if you're in a different tax bracket, and things like that. On your BudgetCon worksheet, list a dollar amount for each deduction, as well as the percent value. Then total up your deductions. On the back of the second page, you'll write or really type in your net monthly pay, take home salary, and this is the amount you'll be using to create a monthly budget. So after all your deductions are made, you will make your monthly budget from that. All right. So now that you've completed, or will have completed, that pre-BudgetCon activities, you are ready to move on to BudgetCon, the digital version. All right. So, and you will have this PowerPoint. It's there for you. I'm just letting you see what it looks like here with me. So again, BudgetCon is a simulation workshop where you will move through various stations. If you were doing this physically, there would actually be stations for you to walk to. But at these virtual stations, you will create a monthly budget based on your entry-level pay for your chosen career field. You will stop at each slide to make choices concerning various categories in your budget. You record your choices on your BudgetCon worksheet. All right. So you'll follow directions on the slides and move through the event. So you'll see what that looks like. Income and deductions, things like that. You've already really done those portions, but then you got student loans and so forth. You're filling these things in. Housing, the simulation, choose from the following options. You'll be choosing from those options. You can see the dollar amounts and things like that. Utilities. All right. You can see the cost of utilities. You say, I'm not sure. Well, we have it here for you. Your basic needs, child care and pet care, depending on if you're going to have children or pets, personal wellness, right? Transportation, all right? Car insurance, fuel cost for transportation, all right? Your flexible spending things, and subscriptions, different things that are nice to have things. Also savings and investments, emergency funds. All right. Now, this is very smart. If you would like to speak with a financial specialist, you can make an appointment with someone in the money management center. You could talk to someone, in the tutoring center. You could talk to someone in the money management center. But we have these resources set up here for you. Okay. So here you go. Contact TCTC Money Management right here at the financial aid. Contact us, things like that. Okay, very straightforward. Do that right away, though, so you can get an appointment. Again, if you want to meet with someone in the Tutoring Center or Career Employability Resources, if you do that, you receive bonus points on your project submission. Just provide verification with the submission, and it's going to help you greatly. Think about the things you need to do. If you have somebody there with you from the Tutoring Center, from the money management center, things like that, it's going to help you. So not only are you going to get support with this, but also you receive bonus points on your project. All right. I am considering individuals who not only reach out and get that help and show verification, but you do well on the project as a result, possibly doing a replacement for one of the lower grades that you might have had. But that's a consideration. I want to see how students do with that. All right. So again, you want to, once you get all that completed, you want to click upload files and submit that. All right. So the Smart Goals PowerPoint, you will use the information you glean from this PowerPoint in your Achieving My Dream project. All right. So this is what it will look like when you click on it. It talks about setting goals. What is a SMART goal? Tells you what it is, go through all the what the SMART stands for: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely, time bound. Okay, it's a certain amount of time that you're going to be doing it in, and then you'll be evaluating some SMART goals, talking about that. Is it actually a SMART goal to help you with that? All right, and then where it tells you that's practice some SMART goals, that's where you're on your own practicing writing that. So you'll be ready to use it in the Achieving My Dream project. So let's go ahead and jump into Achieving My Dream project. So again, I want to define it, help you to understand what this project is, just like I did for the BudgetCon. So the Achieving My Dream project, it's all about sharing your goals and dreams creatively. So projects will be graded on content and requirements. Now, formally, it says it's about creativity or form, but the rubric, I'm going to be looking at that, but also the way in which you deliver it. It needs to be done in a nice way, because my emphasis is really on, let's go back, sharing your goals and dreams creatively. All right. So you'll want to introduce yourself in this, share your personality traits and personal values, explain why these values are important to you. And again, in the directions for this, you'll see more detail about this. I'm just giving a brief overview just to make sure you understand it. Also, include that mission statement. And what is a mission statement? It's a statement of purpose based on your values. All right. Defining your goals. You want to outline those short-term and long-term goals of yours. Make sure, remember about SMART goals. This is where this comes in handy. When you're outlining those short-term and long-term goals, be sure to make those goals SMART. Again, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Connect goals to your values and mission statement. Identify challenges, the challenges that you'll have to face. So list at least 3 habits or challenges that can hinder your goals. Consider weaknesses from your assessment and past setbacks from that CSFI assessment and past setbacks. Explain how you will overcome any challenges. Use motivational strategies, support networks, a knowledge of your learning styles or personality. Be specific. Avoid vague language like "I'll just keep trying," because that's not going to get it done. Just keep trying. How will you keep trying? Include those details. Again, motivational strategy, support network, knowledge of your learning styles, personality, things like that. Be specific. Next, project format options. So it can be a written personal narrative. It can be a PowerPoint presentation. It can be a poster/vision board, and that has to be digital. It could be a song. It could be artwork. And there are asterisks there because I'll tell you what those little asterisks mean. Besides ones like the PowerPoint presentation, and that's fine. But poster, vision board, song, artwork, all those are good. It just necessitates this piece here that we'll talk about. Photo journal, podcast, video, or movie. These formats require a short little write-up explaining the project elements. You don't have to go into great detail with it, but just to help me understand it. Okay, especially if it's not clearly presented in the project. If it's clearly presented in the project, you don't need much, explanation. But if you're just doing, let's say, if you had the poster vision board, it may not tell me everything, things like that. Okay, or artwork, that may not tell me everything. All right. Again, you have multiple files. One file is all going in one submission. You click upload files and click submit. All right, next, journal 3, where are you going? So you have your guiding questions as usual, and there will actually be 7 guiding questions. So again, where are you going? It's going to ask you, what do you think you will major in and why? Why have you chosen it? What career path? And so forth. So it's all about where you're going. Okay. All right. Again, you'll upload your file. Um, you know, and it should be just one file with that, but you will upload the file. Make sure again you know to do it in MLA format as usual. Just want to bring that to your attention. All right. So next, again, as I said earlier, it's time to get serious about your team project. You may already be serious, not certain. Just want to bring it to your attention because this counts as the final exam grade. All right. Okay. So again, you got less than 2 weeks left. Contact me if you're having teammates that are not communicating, participating. I said this earlier, haven't heard from anybody yet, but I want to make sure that what to do with that, because people who are contributing are the only ones that will get credit for the project. No one's going to be able to sandbag and just be able to get credit and other people, take care of the project. So we want to make sure that if you're doing your work and doing what you need to do, that you do get credit. But if individuals aren't doing the work, that they're not going to get credit. All right. So it's time for the pro tip section. So as mentioned, as you know, it's a 5-week course compressed in 14 weeks. To be successful, always look ahead and work ahead whenever possible. So let's get into that so you'll know how to work ahead. So next week, you'll have your journal 4, how have you grown? You'll have your college success toolbox. That will be your lengthy project. And then you'll also have your team project submission, which is that final exam grade. All right. So that's next week's assignments. So here we are. So don't wait till the last minute. Technology and the internet can be fickle. You can do this. You can make it happen. There's no time like the present to get started.